What up, what up, what up, what up? What's everybody going on?
Ooh. What's going on?
Oh, wait, you got to do that again. That one wasn't too good.
Fuck you.
We trying some new stuff tonight? I like it.
Every time I use that TikTok sound, I get a violation.
I do too.
But my original one stayed up.
Yes.
So now my account's gone.
So now you got to redo it.
There's that.
Yeah.
You gotta redo it with the new one.
Yes.
Yeah. I just don't know what to say anymore on TikTok. Like I don't know what, like it's either I go full ham and just let the ant loose and then it's just going to be a mess, or I keep it like beating around the bush, hoping my videos don't come down.
Yeah. It's about where we're at.
I mean, Jeff,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Tex really didn't give a fuck today.
I'm done. And you know what? I got to be honest. Like, if I get kicked off, if my last two accounts go bye-bye, I'm probably going bye-bye too.
Bye-bye what?
Off TikTok.
Well, this is why we're all building our Instagram platforms. And this is why it's, and I know you want to know something funny about people? They're like, oh, well, that's owned by Zuck. And then what do you want me to do?
I know.
Where do you want me to go?
TikTok is literally owned by China. So, and they're cool with you staying on that one, but not going over to Instagram because Zuck.
Yeah. Make that make sense.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense. Today didn't make sense. If anybody saw Biden come out 5.5 hours late, it made no sense.
5.5 hours late. Well, tell us what he said, because I didn't catch it.
Do you want just the Cliff Notes? Let me give you the Cliff Notes. If anybody remembers, maybe I'm cool.
Cliff Notes.
Sorry, you guys, my service, I have to explain that my service is horrible right now. We have storms, and I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can with it.
That's okay. Love these three.
Oh,
double Glenn! Glenn!
Double and Glenn!
Double and Glenn's the guy that ruins all of Ant's surprises when everybody comes out.
I know. Look, I've gotten to party with Double and Glenn a few times. And then he ruins my surprises.
Was the Double and Glenn's phone. That was my favorite thing on TikTok. Probably still to this day was that.
Yeah, that was fun. But miss you in Illinois. Oh, miss you too, buddy. Florida's waiting for you. Maybe come in the winter.
He's lying.
You guys can't handle the heat down here.
Oh.
Damn, dude. All right, go back to Cliff Notes.
Okay, Cliff Notes. Basically, okay, first of all, you guys are getting...
I was waiting for him for 3 hours, and then I had shit to do.
Oh, babe, really we got to 5 hours. I don't know if he fell asleep in the bathroom, on the toilet. We don't know what happened. Came out finally.
It was his nap.
It was nap time. They gave him 2 puddings. He slept.
Right.
2 puddings.
He was really good.
Today was a 2 pudding day on press conference day. Press conference day.
He gets 2 puddings. Jello, I think today he got Jello. Yeah.
So he was shitting clear.
So basically, he came out. Yeah, he came out. The first thing he talks about is Build Back Better bill, which is the infrastructure bill. You know, all the caca that he put on spending Americans' money. And then he touched on Afghanistan and basically said that he's cleaning up the mess that his predecessor left behind.
Interesting.
I'm confused. Can somebody explain how his predecessor left behind this mess?
Especially when the Taliban said that they would not negotiate with Biden, but they wanted to negotiate with Trump.
Yeah.
So
how bad of a mess is that?
This is what he's not understanding. And anybody, and look, a 5-year-old knows this clear. The way you left is not the way it should have happened. Oh, the hat
no.
thing? Yeah. Your hat's great. We changed
Someone
it
said
to
that my hat.
today.
If they only knew how many hats I tried on before we went live. It was a bit obnoxious, guys.
Her production team really worked hard to get that right.
Oh my
Yeah, yeah, we did. Or I mean, yeah, they did.
Let's say y'all.
These are the best shows. We need this like once or twice a month with just us three.
Well, and remember we had agreed that now, like going forward, once
Yeah,
a
and
month, I think
Then
that
somebody had to move on Sunday, or else we would have done it Sunday. So my
yeah,
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all good.
Texas all fixed it right now.
But you literally left without taking the American people with you. You left first. You pulled the military out first. That's the problem.
American night goggles. I mean, they left him with a whole setup too.
Oh, pfft. we taught them how to use everything and then left it there.
Well, because that was the plan. Like if you talk to a lot of military vets, a lot of the things was when they would train these fighters or the Afghan troops, is like Sergeant Fitz was telling me, when they would get into a battle with like ISIS, their troops, the Afghan troops, would flee, and they'd have to grab them, bring them back, and remind them, no, you got to fight for this. Like, and that's why I've always taken a stance on Afghanistan as far as like that goes. If the people don't want to be free, you can't make them free.
No.
Right.
I think they're content with what they're in, and we're forcing us on them that they don't want.
Or they got complete. I mean, you guys got to realize, like, this, it's been 20 years, right? They may have just gotten so complacent because we have a whole group of people now that are like, oh my God, that would never happen here.
Right.
Meanwhile, like the things that they said would never happen here like 6 months ago are currently happening here. Like, remember when I was like, you guys are crazy. They'll never mandate the vaccine. They're not going to mandate it. They're not going to do this. That's a question. Danny, yes and no. Yes and no. But sorry, that was a odd question. But
well, then did you hear, or did you see a continuation onto the administration? Is the CIA director was saying that he flew out and had a meeting with the Taliban leader, and then the Taliban spokesman said, "No, that you didn't."
You know, here
are you serious?
Oh, I'm dead serious.
When did this happen?
Today.
Today.
I mean, why don't we just have him on 2020 at this point? Can we invite the Taliban over?
I mean, they already have enough they've done more press conferences the last week and a half than Joe Biden has on this whole topic.
Right. Well, maybe Joyless Behar
reality
can
TV
invite
show.
them on The View. Maybe a couple of Taliban members.
Yeah, look,
I think we should give them their own reality TV show.
Taliban spokesman
Oh.
denies any such meeting with the CIA.
Oh, God.
Bro, when the Taliban calls you out, like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, then they said that they're not going to allow the Afghan people to go to the Kabul
You have to
airport.
leave.
And
I did say
then-
that one before I had to leave.
And then you have Jen Psaki yesterday saying, well, telling Ducey, well, don't say that. I want to say that we didn't strand anybody there. Oh, is that right? All right.
What
Okay.
word would you like us to use?
People, what else do you need to see, Raggedy Ann, that people are stranded there? I'm tired of seeing this $4 hooker on TV.
Bro, right.
Can we please move
Since
on?
when does the Taliban have us? But like, let's not everybody just let this sink in. All
they
you
have-
9/11 kids, we're working with the Taliban.
They get a press conference and they answer more questions than the president of the United States does.
Yes.
And our
you're correct.
president trusts them to do what they say they're going to do.
Even though they've already said they're once this deal is
wait.
done, they're done.
But the best part is he was vice president when most of the shit was happening.
Yeah.
So it's not like he wasn't around
But
for
is
that.
anybody really surprised? Because Obama, like his last week in office, left billions of dollars on the tarmac in that part of the world.
In Iran.
That that part of the world, though.
That
Well,
general-
then you got China saying, "Hey, we'll work with you."
Yeah, we friends now. We friends. And Vladimir Putin's like, But-
Meanwhile, Sleepy
what I-
Joe's taking naps with 2 puddings.
and what I listen, the tanning bed,
I gotta go. Like, we gotta go, you guys. There's nowhere to go.
wait,
Nowhere to fucking go.
Kat, the tanning bed at the
No.
White House has got to be from John F. Kennedy days because everybody that goes into the White House comes out orange. Biden is now orange.
He is kind of orange, isn't he?
I
And
know.
Trump isn't.
Orange, now we can say orange man bad.
Orange man bad.
He's orange.
He
A little
is.
He was looking a little orangey.
I think we're
Some of our
killing
friends
people in the
discuss
comments.
it.
People are dying with this podcast.
Oh yeah, because of you, Aunt.
I can't see the comments. I'm sorry.
I have to let it all out. I can't do it in my videos right now because every video I post comes down for like nudity. I mean, they've got it all.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what they're putting in his puddings.
What flavor
What
pudding
is
do
it?
you think it is? Is it chocolate?
Adderall.
Adderall.
No, seriously, it is like a known thing. Like if you are in the early, it only really works if you're in very early stages. So suppose you're getting married and you want Uncle Jim Bob to be there, but Uncle Jim Bob is starting to get a little bit of the dementia. Get his pharmacy, his doctor to prescribe him Adderall for the day. Couple pills, it actually kind of like reverses it. I'm convinced that they are just like shooting Joe Biden in the neck with it like a cow before he goes on.
How do
That's
we
why
know
he
that they're
wants
not?
those breaks all the time, and he never talks for longer than 30 minutes ever.
Well, all today was 7 minutes and 36 seconds.
And no questions, right?
No.
It's
When's the last time
horrifying,
he's
though.
taken questions?
Oh.
But who was a dictator?
Besides whenever he walked up and said that he got his butt wiped at that time.
Or when he goes into those weird spats where he's like, "Yee, yee, 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 yee," and you're like, what the fuck is going
Or when
on?
he starts whispering and starts talking like this.
I made the bill. I want you in the worst way. Stop! I hate when you do that. I hate
Hey,
when he does
hey,
that.
And so when they wipe Joe Biden, do you think they do it once or do you think they have to take multiple times to get this shit off?
Let's face it, there is no shit coming out of him. He's
Hey, and do you think it's a
fucking
wet wipe?
It's coming out of his
Is it a
mouth.
wet wipe with like aloe on it so that it doesn't like tear away his skin whenever they're wiping? Like what do you
Tea
think?
tree oil. I heard
Tea
tea
tree
tree
oil.
oil is best. And he wipes from front to back because he's got a huge cooch. So he's got to go. And then I come in and rip him from cooch to chin.
Cooch to chin. There it is again.
People are hashtagging that now in my videos.
Shut the fuck
Hashtag
up, are
cooch
you
to
serious? You need to put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, that might not
Cooch
pan out
to
well,
chin.
but I really don't give a fuck anymore because I'm an anti-vaxxer, I guess.
Yeah, I got
Well, what? Let me-
I got told today that I shouldn't be allowed in the store.
Oh.
So
I had to call
what?
Tex as I was leaving because I thought I was gonna punch her in the face.
That was pretty funny.
And I
Wait, a
started
person
yelling at her while I was on the phone with Tex.
A person at a store told you this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like just a
Oh,
little
girl,
bit.
if I was there, I would have ripped her from cooch to chin. Oh, my God. Oh. Is this a comedy channel? Listen.
It's a hangout sash. No guests, no agenda, no rules.
No rules, no. So I do want to. So now that we've gotten over to the vaccine portion of the show, if there is a portion,
Is that
Um,
where we're at?
yeah, sure. So it was FDA approved, but then I can't even understand my poor OB is trying to watch Fox News, but I'm cracking up. Listen, Fox News is in on it. Turn it off.
Tell
what?
Sean Hannity I said what up.
Yeah, tell Shawnee I
I
said,
told her to tell
yo.
Hannity I said what up. That's who's on right now.
Yeah, I did watch Tucker though. He's my boy. So I guess they've said that it was FDA approved, but people are telling me differently. So is it
Yeah.
not really FDA approved?
So it looks like on the documents that they hid, that they magically didn't come out with, was that it's still under the emergency use.
Wait, what? When did this happen? Today.
Well, if you look at the document that they released that the media didn't tell anybody, it's for emergency use still.
Bro, all I did was go to Walmart. and CVS. Like, that's all I did. I went to Walmart and I went to CVS. All this happened while I was at Walmart and CVS today.
Yeah, you missed some stuff today.
I only went to Walmart.
I know. I know. That's where we're at right now. They want us to wait another 3.5 years for the new administration to come in for somebody else. But see, we're only 7 months in and we're in complete fucked.
Yeah.
Complete fucked.
So, like, why is it such a bad thing to be considered an anti-vaxxer?
I don't know, and I don't think it's ever really been an issue before this. Because
it has. Trust me, it has been.
Yes, it was.
As a person that's always been anti-vax.
Listen, Aunt doesn't have kids though. So you gotta realize that too.
I don't.
If you don't have,
And I was just introduced to anti-vax parents about 3 years ago because my cousin's an anti-vax mom, and she started feeding me research that she's done.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was fucking mind blown.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started reading some stuff that Jenny McCarthy put out, and I was like, she's an anti-vaxxer? And then
big time.
She believes, and I kind of believe that that's why autism is at an all-time peak.
The only reason that I disagree is because the study that was done on that, the doctor lied and he was caught lying and he admitted that he was lying and that he messed with the data. But I'm not saying that something that's being given to us is not causing autism, because it's through the roof. I mean, everybody's like, oh, well, it was just because it wasn't diagnosable when you were a kid. And I'm like, no, dude, because I remember the kids that I know that probably had it. And I know that there was maybe 2 kids in the school, 3 tops.
Yeah, now there's 40
fit underneath that belt. They have to have extra, there's more than one special ed classroom now. When I was in school, there was 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but even if you take the autism stuff and you put that aside for a second, it should alarm anybody and everybody that takes any sort of vaccine that you can't sue the vaccine manufacturer. Period.
That's true.
That alone should be alarming to anybody and everybody. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I've never understood why isn't that the argument that you can't sue these people?
Yeah,
that's a good point. And I want to tell everybody that's in the comments. So, I've had all of my vaccines since I grew up. My parents were not anti-vaxxers, as they people say anti-vaxxers. I'm against, for right now, I'm against this vaccine. Now, I have had doubts in the last couple of weeks in regards.
But why are you against the vaccine, or are you against mandated vaccines?
I'm against mandated vaccines.
Right.
And that's what triggers my mind to think, why are they mandating this? It doesn't make sense to me, which is what makes me even more hesitant about it. And then when you hear all of these bribery tactics that all of these, states are doing, and it's another trigger. And I don't think I'm the only American on that, where I'm once again, weird.
But mind you, all vaccines have been mandatory.
Well, yes, but they
to leave the country, you got to have vaccines. To leave the country, you got to have vaccines.
No, because you can have the religious. So the medical and religious exemption doesn't work with this one.
Well, not yet. It will eventually, I'm sure, but it hasn't been mandated yet anywhere. But in California, all vaccines are mandatory, period. You don't even get a religious exemption.
Yeah. Here we can get exemptions, and wow.
Yeah, I mean, there are some states that you do get an exemption from, like Texas. You get personal, religious, and medical reasons if you want. I mean,
Right.
from kids' schools and stuff. But to leave the country, you got to get vaccines. Did I miss something?
No, I'm
Anxious man.
I have so I'm slap happy tonight.
Oh,
So I just keep laughing for no reason else.
are you high?
What's that? I am not high. Is that what the question was?
Yeah, just making sure.
I wish. No, I'm not. No, not today.
Not today.
But yeah, so the only reason why I think that the only reason why we've been like questioning it in our house lately is because I'm like, fucking here, dude. Like, shut up. Like, sometimes you're just like over it.
What I think we're getting at a lot with the conservative side of things is I'm seeing that in a trend with, like, I was even talking to my older brother today, and he's like, man, I'm just getting to the point, like, because the doctors are now like refusing service if you don't have the vaccine.
Right.
He's like, look, if it comes down to like my kid not being able to be treated because he's not getting vaccinated, well, he's going to get vaccinated. And I'm like,
but that's what they want. They
yeah,
know.
of course they do.
They know.
And so the thing is like Kathy, even if you look into other vaccines like the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, it doesn't even create immunity. If you remember 2 years ago, there was a measles outbreak, and it was all done by vaccinated people. And of course nobody died from it, but there, like, no vaccine, the true only vaccine is, I think, polio when it was created.
But polio took what? How long did polio take to go through its trial?
They all take at least 5 to 10 years total. And the creator of the polio vaccine actually tested it on his own family. That's how confident he was in the vaccine. Is that he tested
dude from Pfizer won't take it.
Yeah, the dude from Pfizer definitely won't take it.
No. And the guy from Pfizer was on this morning with not Fox and Friends, but one of the blonde chicks this morning. And he was talking about some type of new, well, first of all, it's not even the COVID vaccine. It's not called the COVID vaccine for Pfizer. There's another name for it.
What's it called?
Well, it stands for some type of genetic repair or what was she saying this morning? Guys, if you saw that this morning, I should have taken a picture of what it was. But it had to do with huh?
But then why are they calling it a fucking vaccine?
Oh my god, the light just got brighter on its own. There's a fucking ghost.
Calm down.
It's an alien.
Honey, it's okay.
It's an alien.
Your energy, boo. It's just your energy. It's good.
You're
going to be okay. Honey, you're going to be fine.
You know, I was just being, am I drama?
Yeah, you're drama. I literally commented that on your post, by the way.
Andy,
You're the drama one.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Starts with a C. Yes, Holly. Yes. Yes. Starts with a C. Damn it. He was on today, and I knew I should have taken a picture of it. But yeah, so you're right. The Pfizer guy doesn't even want to take it. It's not even.
Well, here's the thing. What do we do? Like, because we know it's already happening. What do we do when these doctors are going to start refusing services for unvaccinated people? I mean, Kat, you kind of experienced that coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're gonna see me, but when I had originally, like, you were there when I got the text message that they canceled my appointment out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
So I got back to Michigan and I'm trying to figure everything out, and it was because I got 2 cancellations. So I got the cancellation before I left for Texas, scheduled a new appointment, got another one in Texas, got home, and it was because they had noticed that I wasn't vaccinated. So they had to move it later. And then I traveled out of state. So now they got to move it even later.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, yeah, doctors might not be treating people anymore, but some doctors
Joey Meatballs got it.
Practices too.
What does Joey Meatballs win? What's his price? He got it.
Comernetti. Comirnaty.
Genetic
What is the win?
community. That's what it's called. Genetic community. The fuck is that?
Nobody knows, Kat.
But I'm supposed to get it?
Yes.
Duh.
Get fucked.
You can't question things. You just got to do it.
What does Joey Meatballs get? Da, 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 da.
Ooh, with like some show tunes.
He gets a Joey Meatballs gets a free private show.
private
Nobody
lap
wants
dance.
that.
Virtual lap dance because of COVID.
Right. Nobody wants this big ass bear all over everybody. Like I'm breathing. What is that? Oh, you do? Me.
I do.
Well, in that case, come here, daddy.
You pick me. I'll be your pick me girl, baby. Pick me, pick me.
I mean, you would think like people in the medical field, but they do all this research and trials and everything else, that they're smart. They should be smart enough to realize that this isn't like an actual legit thing that we all should be taking, yet they're going to refuse.
I think it's like an
Further.
echo chamber effect, though. We've said it so many times that it just becomes reality. And it doesn't matter how like educated you are. If the same thing is repeated over and over and over
Well,
and over again.
And part of the problem
we're
is
talking
that
about this today, where like I was getting ready to cave. Like, oh
Well,
my
and
fucking
part of the
God,
problem
I'll
is
get it. I'll get
if
this
you-
stupid fucking thing. And then I got so mad at myself for it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
So mad at myself and was like, no, you will not.
well, I think that's where like if you look at their textbooks and stuff and see who writes their textbooks, it's Big Pharma,
Wait, whose textbooks?
the doctors.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Big Pharma writes their textbooks. So you think they're really going to put in the fact that like vaccines truly don't work or that they
The fucking
create certain
COVID vaccine
things?
doesn't even come with a pamphlet. It's blank, bro. I've seen way too many people do it for it not to be legit.
So now, if something is FDA approved, are you then able to be held? Are they held liable then? If
Nope. It's a law. So Reagan signed it in the laws in the early 80s that all vaccine companies are immune from lawsuits. That was a Reagan deal. There's your Republican for you.
And like, I love Reagan. I love Reagan levels like I love Trump. But
Yeah.
that was a bad move, bro.
That was a horrible move.
Yeah.
That was a paid off move.
But like,
I
like
was
when-
just gonna
but
say the
I
same thing.
almost like when they do that because like they shouldn't be deities. You know what I mean? Like they scream. Don't screw up that bad. That was really bad. But
Right.
I'm in the medical
And I've
field
seen
I
that,
don't
and
believe
I
it.
see that a
Nobody
lot,
lies.
Texas Mama. I see.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
a lot.
we're obviously seeing a lot of nurses all over TikTok, like, and just social media in general, of willing to be fired or quitting their jobs or hanging up. You know, there was one lady reached out to me, and she's not a nurse, but she's on the psychology side of things with kids. And all during COVID, she stayed incredibly busy because kid suicide rates went through the roof. And they mandated that she would get the vaccine, so she had to quit or get fired, obviously. And so it's a part-time job for her. But she saved just as many lives as an RN probably did,
if
talking
not more. I
teenagers
mean,
out of
depending on the
suicide.
area.
And now she's not there because of a jab.
When do we see the effects? You know, when do we see the effects of?
You already
of-
are. All the numbers that you're seeing where they're like, oh my God, we don't have enough. Our beds are filling up. No, you don't have the nurses to take care of them.
yeah.
Knock it off. Because
Yeah.
that's a big component of it too. I
Yeah.
truly believe
Yeah,
that.
you can't sue a vaccine company.
No.
Any of them. And that to me, like just that alone should be the biggest alarm for anybody.
Yeah.
Forget
No,
the
I agree.
autism argument. Forget all the other ones. Like, why isn't that questioned at all?
Right.
Because we've been going with the flow for so long.
Yeah. Well, we've been conditioned that the vaccines are important and all that bullshit. See, and this is where I wonder too. Like, obviously, we have like every state has their own doctorate board of doctorate ethics or something like that, where they have their ethics thing.
Mhm.
It makes me wonder if the ethics is obviously involved in this, because why else would these doctors be willing to refuse patients for a vaccine that it's clear as day?
Did somebody say that they? Hold on a minute. Did somebody say I wouldn't mind infertility?
Where do you see that at?
Maybe for you.
Wait, what? Somebody's actually said that, like that they wouldn't mind it.
Paige. Well, I don't. She said, I wouldn't mind infertility.
Where is that? Where is that comment?
Who's calling you? That was loud.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I mean, I don't know you, but like a lot of women. and
What?
men
Here's
struggle
my
with that.
problem. What human, like, if you felt that for yourself, boo boo, that's one of those things that you keep to yourself.
Yeah.
But to want that for millions of women, other women, like if you're a woman advocate and you're like, I wouldn't mind infertility. Oh, for the millions of women who maybe
Yeah.
have been trying to get pregnant.
He's got a point, you guys.
Like, no big deal. Just rip out everyone's uterus.
Well, and here's the thing, like,
We're good.
just because Paige doesn't mind it doesn't mean, like you're saying it, like everybody else doesn't.
Right.
Like, and we're gonna give it to teenage girls
Right.
that don't even
We're
have the
giving it to
choice.
teenage
And
girls.
kids before they're even
Yeah,
even
so
go
they don't
through
even
their
have the
reproductive
choice to
stage.
say whether they want fertility or not.
But here's what I'm saying. These are the humans that are walking amongst us right now. That's the kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody, I mean, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer acted on all of his murders, but he never spoke on it.
Well, here's the thing.
He's just
So we have
blatantly
another one
saying
saying
he
that
doesn't
they're
want women
fine.
to be-
But they're fine with what Page says. Y'all can get the vaccine.
Right. Nobody's
And
saying
become
You know what?
infertile.
else
Like,
you
we're
can
not
do?
disagreeing that if you choose not to.
You can get birth control. You can why?
We're
Cool.
for
You
win-
don't want
we're-
to have babies. That's fine. You don't condemn fucking women from being able to just because you can't be a mom, like whatever your fucking reason is. You don't want to be a mom doesn't mean that you make somebody not able to be a mom that wants to be a mom. That's
Right.
bizarre.
Right.
Just because you don't want babies doesn't mean that you should be okay with a side effect being infertility. What the fuck?
The only panel that doesn't get it. No, I'm for health choice. Like, you can choose. I'm against mandating it.
Yeah. Do we have trolls on fucking YouTube right now?
Well,
Of
and-
course.
and I don't mind like this part because they're being respectful for the most part right now.
No, it's weird. Like I've never
Yeah.
encountered this on the YouTube channel. Like usually it's just it's weird.
I just have never heard anybody say
bizarre,
that
how
out
bizarre.
loud. Like, it
Huh?
would be like, I've just never heard anybody say that out loud. It would be like saying to somebody who's like, believes that vaccines are causing autism in children to be like, well, I'm good with my kids getting autism. So, and you'd be like,
Right.
what?
You know my mama. Kat knows my mama too.
I do too.
Hi, I don't.
She's very sweet.
Here, you want me to introduce you? I can pull her up. She'll FaceTime real quick.
She's very sweet lady.
Yeah, she
I
really is.
bet.
She's my mama. Of course she's sweet.
She's very nice.
She's taught me how to be an asshole. Very well.
So, Aunt,
Yes, please.
did we? I'm just because I need to play catch up because I went to the grocery store.
Yes.
What is Cammy saying about everything?
Oh, Kamala?
Yeah, can I have some?
Oh.
Because no, like, did they do it? Did she say anything today? Like, I know that she's doing her little tour.
No, she didn't. She didn't say much. She's like Cher right now. She's doing a whole tour of Asia and wherever she's at.
Didn't she get like a disease or something? Didn't she get
She
sick?
does have Havana.
She
Yeah.
does not have it.
Yeah.
Does have Savannah. Yes, ma'am. Yep. So that's interesting and nice. I wouldn't mind if my kid had Havana.
Oh,
though.
she did talk about
Oh.
Christmas shopping.
And she said that she wants to make sure that people's Christmas gifts get out to them on time this year. Whatever the fuck that means, Kat. But she did not mention it.
That.
Don't worry. She didn't mention Afghanistan. She may or may not have another crisis dinner, though. We're really not sure.
A what dinner?
Oh, you didn't hear about her crisis dinner she had a couple weeks ago? Oh, they held a crisis dinner for her because she has the lowest approval rating of any VP in history.
No,
So
man.
they
I've been,
decided
like, out
to
in my
hold
yard.
a crisis dinner.
I've been out in my yard, like smoking with like my crystals and like looking at the sky.
Do you know where we're at right now? Do you know the inflatable tube guys?
Yeah.
I feel like we should put those out front of the White House, lined up.
Let's do it.
Because that's what this looks like right now.
Yeah.
And the world is laughing.
Yeah. No, I
whole
literally
world.
like I have a really hard time watching it anymore. Like I'll try to catch up. You know, like you'll see me when we're talking. I'm like, well, I guess I better go try to catch. I don't want to anymore. It's unbelievable. It's like watching a movie. None of this can be real. This can't be real. This cannot
like
be real
a
life.
D-list, like a D-list movie
Yeah.
on your dime. And you still had to
Yeah.
pay for it. You still had to rent it, but it costed them nothing to make. But you
With
still
really
pay
shitty
$19.99 to
service,
rent
so
it.
it's like constantly buffering.
Correct. Yes! Or it's filmed from the back of a movie theater and somebody keeps getting up and going like this, and you're like, is this filmed in the back of a movie theater? Did I just get a bootleg fucking video?
We're watching a bootleg video of
Yes.
America right now. That's
Yes.
what this is.
Absolutely.
We figured it out, guys.
Absolutely. Here. I'm just, I
So you know what? Like the crazy thing is like Kat and I have spoke about this before. Is it just seems like everything's moving so fast and way more rapid than
previous
It's really
years.
escalating quickly.
Like even during like at least Obama, it lasted 2 terms
Yeah.
to fuck everything up. I mean, he
No, this
fucked
guy's
everything
like
up in
coming
his first
right off
term.
the gate.
But like this one, like shit, I thought that you were
he said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, I thought maybe
Put
you
my
were gonna
pudding.
burn the couch, maybe a chair, start a bonfire. This motherfucker said, "Get the gas!"
Here's my
Right.
pudding. Here's my
Boom!
pudding
Whole
pops.
fucking place.
He said, "Hold my pudding cup," and he went for it.
and then all of a sudden, what? Bill Cosby gets out of jail.
Right, and then O.J. Simpson is telling you that you have to get the gas.
After murdering 2 people.
And people were like, "Oh, O.J. Simpson said we should
Yeah,
get the
OJ, I bet Nicole Brown Simpson would love to get that
people.
vaccine right about now, wouldn't she?
Oh my
It's
God,
their
these people are fun.
spokespeople for me. Like the credibility just goes out the window. Like, remember who was it? Like that group of guys that was gonna head up like a women's commission, and it was fucking Bill Clinton. And I'm like, okay, get fucked. Like I'm
Right.
done. I'm fucking done.
Well,
Right.
well, since we brought up Hot Wheels, I do got a question for you.
Hot
'cause-
Wheels.
Oh, I
Full
act-
side.
So we gotta address Hot Wheels real quick
What do you
because
do?
so this was a video I made last week, and so he banned. So if you're a nurse here in Texas
Yeah.
for the last 30 days, and you get fired or you quit, you
Uh-huh.
can't go work for FEMA or any state-funded emergency disaster agencies.
Why would they do that?
Tex,
right?
it's fine. FEMA's bad.
Well, so like this is the part that I don't get. Like, and this is gonna
But
like
FEMA's bad.
Well,
so
I'm
Greg
gonna-
Abbott is trying to save them, Tex. Trust
Well-
the plan.
it's funny how we just address FEMA, but what about the state-funded
Right.
disaster?
Even if
Agency.
they wanted to go work for FEMA, though, like you can't tell someone they can't go fucking work somewhere.
Tell conservatives that because if you go on the well, you can't now because it counts down. But in the comments, like it was
I remember it.
insane the amount of comments from conservatives,
Yeah.
saying it's okay.
Mhm.
I literally had a conservative tell me because he lives in another state. And he's like, well, I said, he was talking about his governor being a tyrant and all that stuff. I said, he goes, I'd trade your governor any day. Okay. So you'll trade a tyrant for a tyrant. And he goes, yeah, because one's a Democrat.
Well, that doesn't always mean anything.
I'm fucking sorry. What?
A tyrant is a tyrant, regardless of what fucking political party you're a part of.
Absolutely. Now, what's
But
funny to
Trump
me?
said-
What's funny to me is Greg. Now I'm going to go to immigration for a second.
Please don't refer to him as Greg Abbott.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Okay,
Hot Wheels.
got it.
Say it.
Got it.
Say it
correct.
correctly.
Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. Don't make me do my what's his name impression. The guy with the. Don't make me do it. The guy who talks on the computer.
You're talking.
Remember when I talked like that one day? Don't make me do it.
Do it.
Wait, I'll do it in a minute. It'll come naturally. Shut up, kid. I'll do it in a minute.
What are you doing?
What's really special about this?
I just love how he describes him. He's like, you know, that guy that's like, what?
My name is Greg Abbott.
Craig Abbott.
I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm going to get
You're
canceled.
going to hell. Go.
So
Hmm.
he has the power. Okay, right now what's going on at the Texas border is they are so overwhelmed because I know nobody's really talking about the border right now because of Afghanistan.
Because it's a
What's
distraction.
going on at the
It's a
border?
distraction.
Is it a
I
problem
agree.
at the border?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's a red flag.
Do you know how many holes there are right now?
Distraction.
There are so many holes right now along the Texas and Mexico border because they had to pull agents off the border to
Yeah.
do paperwork for all the people that are the influx of people that are coming in daily. So now they feel like social workers at this point.
Right.
What's funny about that is Hot Wheels has the option to call in the National Guard of Texas.
And close the
to
border.
take-
Close
He
the
won't do it.
border.
He won't
Well, you know
do
what he's
it.
done instead? You know what he's done instead? Because he's so political right now, is instead he's welcomed Florida DPS and Ron DeSantis over to do a photo op with both Texas and Florida DPS troops instead of calling the National Guard. And he's brought in Trump.
Listen. None of this is fucking real.
Well, when can I wake up from this fucking nightmare?
Do you want to know who else has been
It's
super
like,
quiet?
okay, listen, if people would be freaking out, people would be losing their minds. Like if this was really like this big pandemic, people would not have time.
Well, you wouldn't need the news to tell you that we were in
Joe
a
Biden
pandemic.
would not be coming out to make digs at fucking Ron DeSantis. Like,
Right.
this is such bullshit, politicized
Well,
nonsense. But like now the dangerous thing is that like they're politicizing like the border. And it's like, well, bro, like that's really happening though. Like you can see it with your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Maybe let's focus there. No, oh, we're gonna bring in a whole bunch more. And look, I'm not a heartless bitch. I'm not.
I mean, kinda.
You are.
Yeah,
I'm
I am.
not.
I absolutely am heartless.
But like, we can't.
I'm no
can't
better.
Take care of everybody. How are we
We
supposed to
know.
take care of everybody. And now we got.
I laugh at people coming out of their car with masks on. I'm like,
Hey, look, we got a virgin.
loudly. And they're like, what? I'm like, you.
First time in your chat. I'm a virgin chatter. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hot
like
damn.
I can't be. I can't quit being heartless. I really can't. Like it's just in me.
You know,
And-
I
You
gotta
know
tell
what? Real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off. Not really though, but I had a really interesting conversation, and this Tex is allowed to be an asshole. People are allowed to be aggressive
Yeah.
because you have people that will be nice to you and rub your back and tell you that it's going to be okay and give you the tools that you need to fix what's going on. Right? You should probably listen to the nice people, but some people don't listen to the nice people and they keep doing dumb shit. So you got to have a more aggressive person. There's way too many people. Like, I know that person wasn't being serious, but there's so many people that are on TikTok right now that are like, oh my God, like she's so aggressive, or he comes off so harsh, or ew, you're so fucking heartless. No, it's just being a realist, and that's okay too, because like if people just left other people the fuck alone, especially this conservative, like on conservative shit, leave people the fuck alone, they'll either A, hang themselves, or they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, the sad thing is, like,
And
to continue
aggressive
on to
people
that,
are the ones that are gonna like, those are fuck around and find out people, and trust me, you're gonna love those motherfuckers if the time ever comes.
all realist, like whether it be like, because Kat, you can be, you're a realist most of the time, and you definitely are, and I can't be nothing but a realist, and so
Hold the fucking phone. Wait, how can Ant be a realist most of the time, and I'm only a realist some of the time?
No, I don't think
It's
that's
the
what he said.
fucking aliens, isn't it? Just say it. You don't take me seriously because of the aliens.
it is
This what I'm-
aliens to me.
this-
Oh my gosh.
This is what. This is a good
He's
balance.
extraterrestrial phobic.
This is a good balance of three.
I mean, that might be true.
personalities, because no matter what, you have Tex. I think out of the three of us is probably the most extreme. Whereas Kat will be more like, sometimes she'll be like, "All right, dude, I'll rub your back for a minute. You good? Get up.
I'm
Come on.
smacking the shit
Get
out
up.
of that.
Let's go." And I'll be like, "What's wrong?" I'm actually the one who's the back rubber the most. Where I'm really.
And you do
Not
get
so
good
much
back rubs.
anymore, though.
I
Like,
mean, you do kind of
none of
like
that.
you start with the back, and then with me for whatever reason, you start to reach around, and I like that. Ugh.
It's the reach around. Listen, it's you gotta hold them from the chin, and then you know what I mean, and then you just go under. Yeah, you're right. There are different tiers of factual type of conservatives. What is this? You guys are awesome.
Just
Girl,
and
don't
it's-
get in your feelings. Ant's amazing.
oh, that's it. I
Ant's
mean,
amazing.
I've always like for me, I've always just
But
put it
I'm
out.
also a realist, so
None of this is real, Kat.
prove to me. No, he won't ever take me seriously, ever.
I take you
has
seriously
made
on
me-
certain topics. I definitely take you seriously.
Kat has made me question what's beyond the sky. Like, I feel like there's a computer monitor. Like, she's made me think. I've sat out on the porch like at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning when it's dead silent, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is all fake. Oh my God, this is the Truman Show. This is not real. All because of Kat.
All because of Cat. It leaves you open. That's good. You should be open to every option being a possibility.
And you
And
know
for
what?
you, who said that aliens were not real?
That's Marshall.
Well, if you go to Fox
You should
Nation,
probably turn the TV on.
if you go to Fox Nation, you can watch Tucker Carlson's special on UFOs. And he
Yeah,
says
no.
that they are indeed real.
They're real. It's a thing.
Yes.
It's
And with the
big.
amount of news that comes out daily, I just realized that somebody put that I'm the reach around king.
Ooh.
Wow. So what it is really, it's not that. So you
Stop
just,
putting that comment up, Tex.
Sorry, the
And
comment
then-
moved
and
whenever
then
I went to
when
put
you-
that up.
and then you come this way. You know what I? So
Yay! I love you, Cat, but I'll pass. Look, bro, when they're in your
Aliens
backyard,
are
Don't get
don't
triggered.
tell me they're
Don't
not
get
real.
triggered,
Next
Cat.
to 'em.
Cat, don't get triggered by that comment.
Ooh. I can't
Oh.
get into this conversation because I
Look,
know why.
hey,
people think
Christina,
that.
you can get that hat at Chad Prather's website.
This is a Chad Prather hat.
That's a Chad Prather hat.
I love that hat, by the way.
It's very
I think you just
comfortable.
like it when Chad is wearing it, though.
Chat is low key daddy.
It's not Loki.
Well, I'm trying to do everything I can to make him daddy
No
of
cap.
Texas.
There ain't nothing Loki about that.
Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, so the amount of news that comes out every day is just, that's why I feel like none of this is like this there's no way There's no way they're just gonna be. It's
None
like,
of
does
it.
everybody feel like they're on the edge of their seat daily?
Yeah. This
Is
week,
or is it just me?
probably definitely within the last week, definitely on the edge.
I
of
was
my
gonna
seat.
say like there was like a lull though too, remember? Because we were all complaining like, bro, I need like something big to happen. It's like nothing's happening, and then it was like, oh shit, change my
It's
mind.
like the
change my mind.
CIA was listening to us, and they said, "Okay, we'll make
Right,
shit happen."
they were like, well, my
Right.
brain
Oh,
covered.
September 11th is in 20th anniversary of September 11th. No problem. Release the Taliban.
No shit. Like, what is that?
Did we
Your
skip
face.
right past
Your
the
face.
fucking murder hornets? Like, what happened to the murder hornets?
What happened to
Yeah, we're
COVID?
back.
Well, now we're at Delta Plus. I'm waiting for this subscription to end.
So you know my video that like for some reason went viral, 3.1 million
Your
views.
airplane one.
Yes,
Yeah.
and some of the stitches, like I was watching them all, and I laughed at all of them, most of them, and it's just astonishing, like how people just, oh, now you believe in COVID. Do you not see I'm pointing out your own hypocrisy of when it comes to
that's what they
COVID?
don't get that it's not that it's going through mine today. I was like, what in the ever
Yes.
living fuck? They don't
I mean-
understand that that's what you're doing. They think that you're seriously like upset about the COVID situation.
About COVID.
No, we're pointing out that you're saying it's okay for them. And
It just
not
doesn't
us.
make sense, and that's the thing. Like, if we haven't realized that, like within the last decade at most, that it's almost better to not be a citizen of the United States the way you get treated here.
100%. I would have said that.
I mean, from the
Yeah.
media, from the government, everything.
Way
I
better to
mean,
be an immigrant. Way better.
and so it's like, what's the perk of being an American citizen anymore?
Nothing. They don't even give you a business. They don't even help you. But if
Joe
you're
Biden is your baby daddy and he's giving you child support now.
baby daddy, Joe Biden. Oh my
My
god.
payment from him was like hella late. I was about to call from
She was about to turn him into the AG.
the AG for back child support.
Oh man. But like, see, so like Cajun Babe, like you got to make sure you're the right refugee, because if you're a Cuban or a Haitian, then you're not the correct
You won't
refugee.
be allowed to stay.
Yeah.
So you
it's a
got to make
certain
sure that
type.
you're the correct
Because
refugee.
if you're like an Irish, like a refugee from Ireland or Italy or France, you're way
or
too
Cuba
late.
or Haiti, I mean, you're not even allowed here if you're from Cuba or Haiti as a refugee.
Basically, if you've ever
Right.
actually experienced communism, we don't want you here because then you'll tell the rest of
Well, it depends on
everybody
which
what
communism though. Like Venezuela, you're welcome here.
You're better off being a poor brown.
Cuba, you're not.
Yeah, Cuba, you're not, because
Right. Because you vote red, though. We already know that.
yeah,
Right.
I
But-
mean,
Which Venezuelans actually vote. I think a majority vote red as well.
I do not have that.
I have a
information.
question though.
okay.
Okay.
The plane that these people are on,
The what?
the plane
Yeah.
that they're coming here on,
Mhm.
why do they have table things in the chairs? Is there a flight attendant that's walking around giving them drinks and popcorn and stuff? Did anybody else notice that?
What?
Did you see the European Parliament?
You know
Wait,
your,
what?
you know your table that you bring down from the back of your chair? It's on those planes! Why?
I don't know. I did not notice that. I'm gonna have to go look.
I didn't notice it either. Are you sure?
Maybe they have a stewardess.
Are you sure? Let me look
It's
this.
all the people that quit from Spirit, I'm sure.
So wait,
Bitch, I can't stop.
I
They're
gotta
like,
look this up now.
hey, welcome to your flight. My name is going to be Ray. I'm going to be your waitress today. If you look to your left, there's 5 people that just flew off. If you look to
Stop.
your
Where,
right,
where are these trays at?
Where are the trays?
they've been showing, no, not on that one, the one that has the seats.
What? There,
Well, I
is
guess
there
I haven't seen
different
that.
Ones?
They play it on a repeat on Fox of these people sitting in seats, guards on their phones, tray tables.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that some of them would be like commercial. If bro, I don't fucking know. I'm not even gonna pretend to know. All I know is that And why did Jen Psaki talk before Biden today? Did anybody
Thank
else
you.
find that fucking bizarre?
Thank
Well,
you.
because Joe Biden was still napping with his 2 puddings.
He was late. Oh my God. This is horrible. This is so bad.
Like, do we
And-
have a president? Or like what's really
And you know what's funny is if a liberal watches this, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, this is so dramatic. Like he was handling business, y'all, and he was on the phone."
what was he doing?
You know, and we don't know. Maybe we can
That's
ask
the point.
Victoria Hammett. I'm sure that fucking Dow Raggedy Ann #2 would have the answers. I hate Victoria, Hammett.
Hammett? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes,
Hammett?
Hammett.
Icky Vicky.
Ooh, Icky Vicky. I like that.
That's what John Lee calls her.
Yeah, we need to bring my wife back.
Use the computer voice, Aunt.
Stephen Hawking's voice. Greg
Oh,
Allen's voice.
Where's Camel Toe?
She's in Asia
With
malaria.
the Havana virus, not to
Havana.
be confused with Havana, Cuba, also in trouble this year that we didn't help them with. Not to be confused with our southern border that's not allowing Cubans, but they're allowing 180 other countries. Not to be confused with Governor Abbott not deploying any of his National Guards to the border to help with that problem.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Not to be confused with, shall I go on?
No,
Keep
when
going.
you say them all together, it just gets really depressing.
See, this is what you guys are missing that I can't do. Somebody said zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, motherfucker.
That's Abbott.
What if he's got one of those bicycle horn?
Hey, that's what I asked one time on TikTok if Biden or if Hot Wheels text and wheels at the same time.
Oh my God.
Does he like push like really fast and then start texting while he's going? I mean, like, how does that work?
That's what I would do.
Does
I
he
would
have, like,
get a
somebody pushing,
momentum
like,
and I'd be like,
Why the hell is this multi-millionaire doesn't have like tracks on his Hot Wheels so he can actually visit the border?
Do you think he put those bike spokes, like the bing, 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 bing?
Oh, that would be awesome. So people know he's coming.
I love those.
The credit card, remember?
I felt like a bad bitch when I had those things on my bike or in the card, playing card.
Oh man, he gets. It's funny because like now he's starting to get slaughtered in a lot of the Facebook stuff.
Oh yeah.
That like, but my question is like, when the fuck is he gonna stand up for Texas?
He's a spineless asshole. Tax never.
I mean, he doesn't have a spine, so yeah, of course he's spineless.
Oh my
His
God.
spine doesn't work.
I just don't care anymore. That's the thing. Like, do you remember when we were allowed to say stuff like this? Like when comedians could and we could all make fun of each other, all of us, like for any reason at all whatsoever.
Yeah, race, anything.
How is stand-up even doing right now? Like, does anybody know? Like,
Yes.
can you even
So-
do it anymore?
Yeah, so actually it when you say this stuff in a stand-up situation, because I've now been following some
Right.
stand-up comics that are like, no, seriously, dude, like you can do stand-up, watch our show, and they like make fun of people wearing masks. And there's one guy who's like, does anybody think everything's gonna be okay until Dr. Fauci comes on the TV and he's like, oh, hey, it's Dr. Fauci. You got to wear 1 mask, now 2 masks, now 5. Can I get 6? Now you got to wear 6 masks. Take 1 back. Get the shot. Don't get the shot. So it's like people are fine with that in that setting. But when you're talking about it in like a serious way, or even like TikTok, I think loses, like it gets lost somehow. I just don't, we grew up with people like Eddie Murphy that would literally like rip you apart if you were a white person.
Like,
Or black
I swear
person,
to God, if
or
half
Mexican.
of these kids like listen to my real thoughts in my heads, they would be like, I'm so offended. I'm so offended. I'm so offended.
Well, and that's where like one of the conversations that I had with Chad was how like basically conservatives have taken their gloves off. when it comes to politics. We've always played nice.
Yeah.
And like now we're able to say stuff like Hot Wheels. We're able to, because we just don't give a fuck anymore.
I really don't.
No,
I
I mean,
mean-
you're trying to take everything, like fucking everything. So, and it's like, you fucked with me, and I want to be left alone.
Yeah.
I want the government to leave me alone. I want, like, I want the internet to leave me alone. I'd like to not feel the need to be on the internet anymore. Because, like, once shit levels out, I don't feel the need to be on the internet anymore.
You
Well, I
it'll
think that might
ever
get
level
taken
out though?
That'll
Huh?
get taken away anyway.
Do you think it'll actually level out?
I fucking hope so.
Or is it
I
when
think
Trump,
that- I
or is
think
it when
it
Trump
can.
comes back it levels out?
No.
Like, do people
No,
think
I
that
don't
he's going
care
to
if
be
he
like?
comes back or not.
Do people
I'm
think
not-
that Trump is
Worry
going to
about
like?
2022.
Like,
Let's
do
get-
they think that he's going to be like Jesus Christ, and he's going to be like,
Yes, Pat, they do.
and Trump's going to come down like, stop. That's not going to happen, guys. He's not going to come down like the fucking Madonna. He's
Like-
done.
Yeah.
maybe he'll come out like Katy Perry from below.
Ooh.
One more time.
Or maybe he'll drop in like Lil Nas on the pole.
Oh, see,
That's-
I like that.
No, I'm not waiting for fucking Cheeto.
Ant is,
Not waiting for
I
it.
am on fire today.
I mean, I am kind of because I love him, but I can barely even watch him anymore. Like, I don't even watch his rallies anymore because now I just feel like my ex-boyfriend that I was really in love
Shut up,
with
Tex.
is such a dick. I hate you. I don't know why you guys with me most of
So to kind of end off here. So my brother got me a cup for God. I'm gonna read it. A Godfather, because I'm the Godfather, right? So he said, "You are going to be a fantastic uncle, very special, very handsome,
it's the
really
racist.
terrific. Other uncles, total disaster. Believe me, everyone agrees.
Shut up. That's awesome.
The best. I like it. I still like Trump though.
No,
I
I like Trump. I just
I
hate
fucking
the
love him.
yeah. I hate the conservative side of Trump.
Well, look.
They're ruining it.
I hate other people that love Trump.
He hates the fact that
ruining
Trump is
it.
holding rallies. Let's just say it how it is.
Yeah.
Well, because it
And
gives
I'm
false
great.
hope.
Can't help it.
I
So
can't-
tomorrow we have the Pennsylvania audit lady that literally just met with Trump like 5 days ago.
We do.
We have her on tomorrow, so she's going to tell us about everything that's going on the Pennsylvania audit side of things.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, and hopefully she'll fill us in a little bit of what she's able to on her meeting with Trump because it looked pretty intense based on the pictures that were posted.
The picture did look pretty freaking intense.
Yeah.
I
So
think she'll tell us. I would be like, but what did he say?
we probably won't tell everything, but she'll probably tell some stuff. I mean, like what they talked about and stuff like that for the most part. But
I just want to be like, what does he smell like?
what does he smell like?
Like, what kind of cologne do you think he's rocking? Because you know it's like a panty dropper one. He's a fucking millionaire. But I wonder
For
if it's-
sure. I would love to know what kind of, I would love to know what
I
kind of
wanna know
cologne
weird
Chad
shit about
Prather
people.
is wearing.
Hold on.
Oh, girl, don't.
What are you looking at?
I'm texting him. Hang on. I'll find out for you.
Get the curl a little bit. Wet the finger before you do it. Wet the finger before. Yep. There you go. Nice.
Nice, I like that.
Here for it. Yeah, that's good.
All right. So let's stay on for just a little bit longer and we'll find out what kind of cologne he wears.
Okay.
Who are you asking?
Are you gonna send him a care package?
Who the
Oh.
fuck are you asking? How are you gonna find out what kind of Trump cologne Trump wears?
I just text him.
What should I put in the box?
What are you for Trump? Are you you're gonna send Trump a package?
For Chad Prather, we're talking about. That's my shit, girl.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is going on?
Ooh, we got a
snap.
super sticker. Shout out to Theoretical Karen.
I'm not taking my shirt off.
Girl, I will. I'll take my
Do
shirt
it,
off for
man.
Chad Prather.
All right, give it a minute.
Did you really just text him and just randomly say, what kind of cologne do you
Yeah, I
want?
said weird question,
Yeah.
but go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, got all hot and
Oh,
bothered.
hang on, he's messaging back.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, hang on. He's all excited.
He's gonna be
He's
like,
probably-
lose my fucking phone number.
It's like, why the fuck do you want to know what kind of cologne I'm wearing? You're like, the
You're
gay
like,
guy
I have your
on-
contact information and I felt like abusing it. Just go with it.
There's some O's in this house. There's some,
However- However, I think this is a nice segue into anybody can get in touch with most of these people who are running for governor,
yes.
who are judges, who are elected officials. They will talk to you. They will text with you. They're just normal people, and it's that easy to like get involved. Super easy. But sidebar, what kind of cologne does he wear though?
So I'm gonna segue into something while he's waiting on the cologne.
Okay, buckwheat.
I'm gonna plug my stuff. for
But the
Pop.
thing is that we're supposed to be done at 10, but we're just gonna go a little over. You plugged it.
Bulgari Aqua.
See? Toast
Aqua
with
di
the
Gio?
fucking panty dropper.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god! Listen, when he said that, Kat's bra unsnapped.
It did. Hold on.
I think your bra unsnapped, not Kat's.
And it was like bing. I was like, ooh, shit. So it in
Well, there you go.
Yes, Aqua di Gio. Yes, yes.
No, it started with a B. Hang on.
He might not know how to spell it.
Bulgari. Aqua.
Oh no, that's the
Paloma,
other- that
Aqua?
one is a good one too.
Yeah.
That's also a very good one.
Yeah. Like it doesn't like undo the bra, but like it's close.
No, this now I have to go like this to mine when he
Also,
says that.
sidebar guys, I got a random FaceTime from I don't know whose number it is, and I'm nervous.
Oh, bug. Oh, yeah. Tell him it's just. Yes, I will wear my banana hammock when he comes out. So guys, in case you guys don't
Poor
know,
Chad. He's
I
like,
know.
"Oh, that's what running for governor is." I get fucking prank phone calls from social media.
He's getting weird texts from me like, what kind of cologne you wear, bro?
right? Just
You're
my
such
way.
a
I got
great-
it. I got it. So
He's like,
Oh, yeah.
I know.
What do you have going on? You wanted?
Yeah,
you
I
wanted
know
to see
Kat
some-
and Tex kind of know already, but we are. So I have been reached out to by a lot of comedy style creators that do want me to do comedy shows and host a lot of fun, funny, but at the same time, kind of in the patriotic realm events. So I will be a host at Wood Talk in Blackstone, Virginia. Tickets have been slashed because they've raised enough money for the farm that they're saving.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a camp out. Like there will be concerts and flag football. There's a foam party. We'll be doing dumb shit on stage. It's gonna be so cool. So go to woodtalk.com for that. And then I was invited on to do a show in Naples. It's at Comedy Club. Damn it, I forgot. Oh, Off the Hook Comedy in Naples. Off the Hook Comedy in Naples. It's called Out on Bail Tour. I will be hosting that one as well with Jacoby Ray. He's hilarious. So come to, yes, we're working on that. There's actually going to be a whole weird, my light is going in a lot of different directions. So
Your life
it's
is
exciting.
going in really exciting
Very much.
directions.
Hey, I noticed like
It
on
is.
your bio now says agent. agent?
I do have an agent. So
What?
I have an agent manager. So here's the. I didn't know that I needed one, and I was getting booked for. Well, I was just getting booked for events and then just doing them, which is fine. I don't mind doing rallies and stuff like that. I want to do that because I want my voice heard. That's totally different. I'm not talking about going to protest. Right. But like, if people are paying for flight and accommodations, and then they want me to speak, like, like that's my time. So I found a friend who also has a lot of different people under her that she's managing. So she's like, I want you to make money as well. Like, you've made this your full-time job and you're funny as hell. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. You're right. Roll out the, they already call me Hollywood. Let's not add to the fire. Okay. Thank you.
Hollywood. Someone, Woody was like, Hollywood.
So yes, I am doing a lot of different things, guys. So thanks for the support. Thank you to my friends, especially Kat and Tex. You guys always keep me humble and knock me down.
I gotta make sure I keep you real humble.
Well, now when I call Barbie, she's like, "Hey, famous bitch," and you guys are like, "Shut the fuck up, Hollywood!" Like,
I love it when all.
It's like, Aunt, you're still packing your own boxes. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta keep you gotta stay, you gotta stay normal because like I've told you before, like your voice is so important that like to me it's just getting it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And as long as you don't become a different person, then it's fucking amazing. And I'm so proud.
And I can tell you between Kat and I, we will make sure Aunt doesn't become a different person.
We will make sure that Aunt never.
You know what? One thing for me personally, like on a serious note, I really don't want to become a different person because, like, for instance, the event in September that I'm doing is for Outspoken. It's LGBT Republicans. They're doing an event in Nashville. They invited me out. I'm doing the event obviously because I'm going to be with Rick Grinnell, Christian Walker. Like there's going to be some great Chadwick Moore. So yeah, I want to still speak on America. Like I believe in the legacy that Trump put forth. I think that he really put some pep up everybody's ass when it comes to America. And that's why Tex laughs at us because we're like, oh yeah, I think it's great that he's doing the rallies. He's like, yeah, but it's giving people false hope. And I'm like, yeah, but he's bringing 60,000 people together to like rally for America. And they're like, no, he's rallying for Trump. I get it. But it's like,
but we're
more
still
than
together.
Yeah. And
mind you, those 60,000, like not even 1% of them will show up to any of our rallies.
And that's the that's the problem that we have is like people are like, when are we going to be mad like Australia? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me.
I'm ready.
Show up at the Capitol building. Like
we've been holding events. The last Freedom 515, I got like 5 or
though because it looks like there's a Freedom 515 for Michigan that's also going to be getting tied on to a couple of different rallies. Like we're trying to. I'm actually kind of getting excited about this one, so I don't want to talk. But like it has the ability to be massive, and that one's in September. But people who try to organize these things like really need to start trying to attach them onto other ones that are going on. Stop trying to make them separate, because that's why they're not. I feel like people in America have too much of a problem of wanting to be the person that created it, of wanting credit for the event, for the action. They want like the popularity from it. So the problem is that like we're lighting all these itty bitty tiny fires that we want credit for. But like if you start working with other people, like people are supposed to do, work together like in a community, then it'll be a big, huge fire. Stop trying to get
that's
credit
a good thing about
on so there's more people. Pay attention to bodies over popularity. Like.
And that's what I think, like, the good thing about, like, the three of us, and this will be a self-brag on the three of us a little bit, is, like, Aunt may shine at some point. Kat and I cheer Aunt on like crazy. We're his biggest cheerleaders. But then there's times that Kat shines, and Aunt and I become her biggest cheerleaders.
Yes.
And so whether we do a rally in, Naples like we did or anything else, we're not doing it for TikTok. I mean, hell, I don't think any of us even TikTok that weekend.
No, we didn't.
So we don't do it for.
And we still got hate.
Yeah, right.
We still got shit on for it.
I mean, and so like that's the thing. Like with the three of us is we don't care about the fame. We truly care about our country.
That's why,
Yeah.
like, on it, like, I don't give a fuck anymore about my accounts. It's just like whatever. Like, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then a new group of people.
Thank you,
new
Devout.
thing, you know, like, but does it make me mad that, like, you know how upset I got about your account because, like, you do want that, and I want you to have that,
Yeah.
and you need that following to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, I've had the opportunity to work with other social media creators and like an Adam Calhoun, where I got to pick his brain, and he's like, you know what, Ant? He's like, you want that message out there? He goes, but don't depend on TikTok. And he told me this a long time ago. He's like, TikTok isn't going to be there. Like at the end of the day, so when TikTok's gone, then what?
Because we're already we're almost
Yeah.
to that point, in my opinion.
Yeah, we are. I think we are at that. And I'm like, you're right. So I started building other platforms and stuff like that. And then, you know, I thought I think it's important that we have these podcasts, you know, and not only this great podcast that we have here, but like if anybody else asks me, hey, can you be on a podcast? I'm like, absolutely, because I think that we need to do more of these. Like this is the grassroots of the new age of TV, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, these are like town halls. We're just doing it virtually. We're just like we're in a different time.
Have y'all heard of this Thriller?
Yeah, Triller. I heard of it. Here's the problem: is like how many apps are we? I get it, but like,
But I know, like,
apps?
because I know, like, Don Jr.'s on that app. And
So
he's
maybe-
been bragging about it a
we
lot.
maybe we try it and take it over, huh?
I'll download it.
I downloaded it and got a profile. I haven't used it yet, so I got to use it.
What is it like?
I don't know yet,
Like TikTok, I've heard.
but it's a video app like
Oh, it's a
TikTok.
video one?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, but are they gonna
Supposed to be
treat me
more
like
free than
Clapper? 'Cause
Clapper.
Clapper was like the freaking hood of
Well,
social media
it's supposed to be
video
more
apps,
free
like,
than Clapper.
horrible.
throw a girl a filter for Christ's sakes.
Oh, it was like you were shooting videos on a Motorola flip phone from like, you know, like a fucking
And
sidekick.
Nokia.
Like, what the fuck? It's still like that.
And it was like going into the ghetto over there. People are getting shot on Clapper. Like legit, I watched a dude get stabbed on Clapper, and I'm like, what
Oh.
in the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely like the ghetto of social media. It's like if you end up on Clapper, you're like, holy shit, what? I'm verified on Clapper. I must be the fucking pimp.
I'm verified on Clapper.
I was, and then they wanted me to do something where like I had a sense, and I was like, you're still a
Oh
thing?
yeah, they sent me something about it, but I had to send them too much shit, and I was like, bro, I smoke way too much weed to remember this.
Well, I just
But,
re-downloaded Clapper today. Now I can't log into it.
I
Great.
still have it. I haven't gone on it. And
Well, I still have it. Like I looked up my profile, it's still there, but I can't log into it. I'm like,
Tex, you do look like you're on a flip phone today. Is it the camera quality or what's up with that?
it's the trailer that I'm living in right now.
it's the
Oh!
homelessness.
I
For
love that for you, and I support you.
How can we support you, Tex?
For $19.99 a month, you can. You can feed.
Fly away.
It's 99 cents. You
No,
can help Tex.
$19.99. I'm a little bit
You
more
can
higher
help
than
me just
99
text
cents.
a ring light.
Oh, so you're a 1-900 number now.
Yeah.
So you're higher than 99 cents.
Yeah.
So
So I'm
you're the-
$19.99.
So you're the call now for
Yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Tex will give you a phone call.
And the
Oh.
weird thing is, like, Ant's like subscribed like 8 times to me.
Isn't, you know what? I love those calls. I like kick my feet like this when I'm on the bed. I'm like, dee, dee, dee,
But you keep
dee.
subscribing to me, and I appreciate your $150 a month that
Contributions.
you've done. But like,
Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
I guess we got to
I
have our
like
sex
it.
talk now, huh?
Yeah, but can you not do that rasp as much? It's not really, doesn't really turn me on. You're like,
Well, I know
like
what turns you
something.
on, Ant. Oh, I know what turns you on. I just can't say it on TikTok
Can't say it
or on YouTube.
That's, don't you fucking dare. We'll
I'm
get
not-
another
you-
violation. Don't you dare. We all know what it is. Just leave it at that.
Oh, we know what it is that turns on Ant.
Oh well.
We're good.
Yeah.
Don't. I like
Yep.
being on
I'll give you a full insurrection later, Ant.
Ooh, he said the insurrection. Oh my god.
Oh, Hannah, I don't have to wear Chad's cologne. I got Ant in the bag.
Bag.
But if he was wearing Chad's cologne though, and like a Chad Prather,
Oh,
hat,
then he wouldn't have to wrap it before he
Done.
tapped it for me.
coming in hot.
Well, what do you know? I've got a Chad Prather hat. I just got to get the cologne. I don't know if I can afford it, but maybe with your $19.99 times 5, I might be able to afford it now.
You guys make sure you like and subscribe, please. We will be doing these 3 ways. What maybe twice a month? Once a month?
You should
I mean,
offer that service tax.
a 3-way?
No. Bitch, I can't with you. Like ever.
I'm just saying.
I support you. I support you. I support you.
She has no idea.
This is my life.
You're kind of socky right now. Are you
What?
good? You're kind of socky. Socky.
I'm good.
I feel like I need a
I'm
whole ass
good.
fucking.
I'm about to pull an ant and start fanning myself.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I'm scared to know what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna get one of those really dramatic fans,
With the feathers.
and then I'm gonna be like, "Rah!"
We ain't circling back. I ain't no circle back girl.
Oh, that could be my new shtick.
It could. Like you gotta like you can go on Amazon and get like a big peacock one.
Yeah, But I mean, it's borderline
rhinestones.
kind of super gay. Don't you agree?
What?
It's kind of
It's a
super.
little gay. It's a little gay. It's a
I'm
little
sorry.
gay. It's not like I mean,
I mean, it's borderline drag show gay, like
as
cruise
long as
line
you're
drag
in,
show gay.
like dress butch, like wear like your two-way shit, America.
So would that make me a lesbian or a drag king?
I'm a lesbian.
I already know that, bitch.
I feel it would make you a drag king.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm sure we'll get hate from the gay community. Guess what? We do not care.
We've already been we do not
Hate on me. We do not care.
honestly, like I've stated before, like I smoke a lot. Y'all started adding way too many letters for me to fucking remember. So I'm out.
Oh, the
Too
soup.
many. Like I'm out.
Ding dong.
I can remember a few, but I can't remember 37. I can't remember.
I can't.
Oh.
So
I-
tomorrow
right now
we have
I
the
feel
PA
like-
Tomorrow
audit.
night,
Tomorrow
right
we
now
have
I feel like
PA
I'm that
audit.
lady in church, like all the way in the like in the back, and I'm like, ooh, ah, woo. Jesus. Praise.
Hey,
so tomorrow
hey,
night,
just so you know, Chad Prather has confirmed that his mom confirmed that he was an ugly baby.
But they always turn out to be the good looking ones, though.
why are you guys at wait, hold on.
Chad's volunteering this information.
I was
So
gonna say
How does he know?
how did we go
How did
from
we get
cologne to,
there?
like baby photos? Like
How did we get? Are you telling him that you're talking to somebody who's a gay man that's into him?
he said he's flattered.
Is he here?
he's kind of here.
No,
Well,
he's
that's his
texting.
guy,
Bro.
You thought he was kidding? Text do you not real. Like me and Tex compete with like Pokemon of how many elected officials' phone numbers we can gather.
Yeah, you guys love that shit. I do that with what's mine?
Adam.
Artists. Yeah.
Artists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like that. You got to collect them all. And me and
Speaking of
Tex
which-
fight over like governors and like judges.
When can we get your new famous people on?
Who?
Jennings.
Oh, I can get as long as they're done, which I think they just finished all of their touring stuff. Somebody's like, "Hi, Chad?" Question mark? Question mark.
We'll let him know.
We'll let them know.
Well,
Hi,
yeah,
Chad.
struggle, and Caitlin or struggle. We can definitely pull onto the show.
That
I would actually
really
like-
awesome.
Yeah, I would like to try to get both of them, if not at least Caitlin first, because they just hit #1.
I saw that.
And that is amazing for conservative, patriotic.
It's
artists.
well, and it's also amazing that like look at the people who are taking over those spots. Those numbers matter
McDonald.
too.
Yeah, you got a
Well,
lot.
Tom McDonald,
Aaron
there's
Lewis.
no record label. There's no agent.
Solo.
There's no nothing. It is him and his fucking girlfriend, and they made it on the radio the other day. Finally, like they're on the radio with no nothing.
How can you
Yeah.
not?
Them in here.
Yeah.
Huh?
How can you not play him right now? He's too hot.
Right.
Yeah, you'd be an idiot in that too.
I think Ant is rebooting. I need a cigarette, guys. This was great.
Yeah.
All right,
we
so
went
tomorrow
over
we
it.
have that
So
PA
tomorrow
audit
we
lady
have
on.
Arizona audits. We're gonna
Yes.
talk about that. See if we can get some inside scoops from her.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah,
good. So if
so
you
we
guys
will-
have, it'll be kind of cool. Like if you guys have questions, I'm gonna throw up a little thing on my Instagram tomorrow morning with like a little flyer. And if you guys have any questions for her, comment, and we'll try to get to more than what we can get to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
That
Yep.
way, because we can
So-
see them beforehand and not while they're kind of flooding through and while we're trying to pay attention. I think with some of them we should do that.
Right. Love that.
Whoa! What? Wait, is Chad in here for real? So he heard me say he could smell like this and still be sexy as hell.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
That's our admin.
I feel like
That's our secretary.
yeah. I mean, she's like our whole world. She's
What
our
up, Vanilla
Yolanda,
Gorilla?
And we're just really hoping she's not going to.
Oh, Vanilla Gorilla's in here.
Yep, he's giving you kisses, Aunt.
Vanilla Gorilla. Are
That
you
is like the
smoking now, dude?
creepiest.
It's the
emojis in a row that I've
unprofessionalism
ever
for
heard.
me.
It's what?
I said it's the unprofessionalism for me.
Oh, I don't care. It's at the end of the show. We passed unprofessionalism
And-
at the hour.
I came on this show dressed professionally,
Oh my
ready
God.
for a serious interview, and this is. I'm sorry.
We
it
talked
always
about a
goes
lot
back.
of serious stuff tonight, Kat. Were you around?
Who is Monty?
Oh my God, who is it?
That's what I was doing, dumbass. Do you not remember that?
No,
It
he's
was just, I was just kidding. Like I forgot
Shut up,
that we were
Tex.
on live again.
Shut up,
Yeah.
That's why it's bad when we do them, just the three of us.
Oh,
'cause I
Aunt,
feel
they're
like,
telling your neighbor.
oh,
That's
snap,
okay. Fuck her.
Fuck her. Fuck you,
She's scared. I
Karen.
think she saw my video. She does not even walk past here anymore.
Good.
What's her
All
name?
right. Well, we will see y'all tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the PA audit lady on to tell us everything that's going on with PA. Maybe she'll tell us some insight about what Trump is doing and maybe some Arizona audits. So y'all have a good evening, and we will see y'all tomorrow evening.